Hello everyone and welcome to our asynchronous class for week 9 of the 3514 Leadership Change and Innovation. Today we're going to be focusing on evolution, revolution, and nursing practice. There's lots of videos embedded right into this PowerPoint. This is the first video right here, so make sure you click on the icon to watch the videos, okay? And there are 2 videos in the course syllabus, which I have embedded into this presentation. So just open up this presentation on eClass and watch the videos. I'm not going to play them through this recording, but you are expected to watch through the ones that are embedded into the slides. All right, so let's review the learning objectives. We're going to create future roles of nursing practice and health practices. Okay, that's what we're going to be learning about that. Develop an understanding of the changing nursing roles and advancing technology. So how does nursing roles and technology combine together moving forward in the future nursing, and explore entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship opportunities in nursing practice. So introduction. Really, the Canadian healthcare system is going through many different changes. One example is implementation of this technology into the practice, such as an example would be the Humber River Hospital and as well as the new Cortolucci Hospital, right? And this is embedded right into the different floors, the different units, and not just the nursing department, but throughout the hospital. These roles will need to be created as in the new models of the healthcare system within, those new hospitals, as well as implementation of these into the existing hospitals, right? As there's an increase of risk of healthcare cost, aging population, and diverse populations as well. Right here is the reading that you need to do, one of the reading booths. It outlines the human decision making, being physically present, providing patient care, beginning to replace the artificial intelligence or AI and automation as well. So we'll get into that a little further as we go through the presentation. Okay, so revolution, evolution of nursing practice. So today's patients want to and expect to be involved in their care and treatment, right? Needs to focus on people power care, where the empowered people, the people that we serve, and the nurses that are being empowered by them. Empowered nurses through the increase of automation and responsibilities, specific clinical skills set, and greater use of technology to provide, communicate, and report outcomes. The healthcare system needs to stop being compartmentalized by sectors, such as, for example, acute care versus home care, and really integrate both into the system, right? And really for the better care of our patients and the individuals, right? In the hospitals as well as in the communities. You need to focus on seamless system throughout, and nurses need to be ready for those new roles. And really, this is what we're going to be learning today through this presentation. So there are 6 principles of that integration of healthcare across the continuum of care, and here are the listed right here. So personal-centered care, quality services, health promotion, and illness prevention. As many of you are taking or will be taking the community nursing, we'll be talking about the health promotion and illness prevention even further. Equitable access to quality care. So, how do we provide access to this care to individuals in different settings, such as rural versus urban? Okay, sustainability of different programs, different initiatives, and accountability for what we are doing. So what will the nurses in this new role look like, right? How are we going to integrate our kind of responsibilities into these roles? Must build a highly comprehensive team, building together those skills as we move through that innovation, collaboration, partnership to create the modern, efficient, equitable systems of healthcare. So alongside change of the healthcare system, advancing technology. So what does that really look like, right? How are we going to integrate all of this? So here is another video by Alex Beck that I need you to watch, and really talks about that big data. Okay, so hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, giving you a little bit of a hint of what to kind of focus on and study for your final exam. So how do you manage that big data? At only 2% of the new medical literature published daily, relevant in 1 year, it would take a human 21 hours of every day. So yeah, watch the video to learn further. Here are kind of examples as well of technology as institutions implement them into their care. So the first one is, this robot is used to transfer patients or reposition the patients. Here's the medication preparation, which has been implemented to a lot of the newer hospitals and really saved lives of patients, as the decrease of error is tremendous, right? Because it's automated medication, so it's not done by humans, such as pharmacy assistant or pharmacists, and those individuals are used for other important tasks and preparation of those medications as well, and overseeing kind of what is needed. And this thing here, the tug robot, is delivering the supplies. So if you are familiar with Humber River Hospital, this is used to kind of deliver the supplies, right? So here are the two videos to watch with regards to kind of that medication preparation and the tug robot as well. And I just wanted to point out on the slides that University of California in San Francisco has pharmacy staff by a single robot, which completed 6 million prescription with an error rate of 0. Only one error was, and really that was a human error. So implementing these robots to do these tasks, it really decreases the error and outcomes, better outcomes for the patients. All right, next slide. So the 21st century age information technology, what does that really look like? So it said that 50 billion US by 2025 built on personal care robots led by Korea and Japan has been implemented. It really will focus on, okay, what are we doing? How are we doing? And what can we do a little bit better? And really, they're focusing on that aging population such as long-term care services and short staffing. So here is another video for you to watch that is important to note. Okay, so here, these robots will perform skills, or are doing actually the skills, such as delivering food and water. You see this robot here pushing this individual, maybe to transfer from one area to another, or to, take them from their room to a dining room, for example. Okay, and can really assist with mobility of individuals, play games, remind people for certain appointments, and even remind taking pills. So have a look at this video here as well. Okay, so here is a robot, Sophia, and 3 more videos here, really 2 really important ones here. And this one is just watch between 2 minutes 17 to 5:40. Sophia the robot was on Jimmy Fallon's show, and it's quite a little bit funny, quite funny to interesting to watch. So really, what is this Sophia robot? Human-like features, emotions, can read. You can have a conversation with her. So really, are we going to be using these robots to replace nursing? Let's think about that. Or will they be replacing nursing in entire aspects of it? So just, pause for a minute and think about that. Instead, we'll move to the triad nurse-person technology. That's right. So the robots will not be able to replace nurses in nursing. However, we are moving into that triad nurse-person technology, such as you see here. So you have the robot, the nurse, and the child integrating the systems, and here as well. Okay, triad. Okay, healthcare robots performing certain tasks. So here you have an example of this robot is taking those vital signs, putting it on, listening to it, and actually administering the putting on the cuff, the blood pressure cuff, and the stethoscope, and getting the actual readings from this particular person that came in for a checkup. Okay, so pause and reflect here for a second. So how do we preserve humanity while integrating this care and technology into that nursing practice? What will the roles of nurses look like, right? I already asked you. Well, they will be replaced or integrated. Right now they're saying that it will be integrated. That will be that triad relationships between robot, nurse, and the patient, and how and when to use the technology. When do we use it? How do we use it? How do we incorporate it into that care that we provide? And really, is this technology ethically correct? Is it aligned with our ethical beliefs, ethical implications from the College of Nurses? So think about that for a second. Pause. Okay. So after you reflected, let's talk about what will keep the AI and robotics ahead. So AI, artificial intelligence, or robots ahead. So nurses will need to be able to access, analyze, and synthesize the vast amount of information obtained through this big data to make a best care clinical and population-based decisions. Okay, so it is, collecting all the data through the AI and robotics, but you were going to still need someone to actually analyze the data, look at it, synthesize it, and make those decisions. So where does this quote human add value into this technology, right? Social networking, people development and coaching, collaboration. What are the areas where the humans are going to want to interact with these robots, these AIs or robotics? Think about those. These robots, they're not humans, so they're never going to be replacing, even Sophia, replacing the empathy and creative and judgment that is needed from humans and as well as from nurses, right? And the job that we do. So automation will be an opportunity for the nurses to move away from that mechanical care, such as I gave you that example of turning the patient, and really focusing on those relationships of caring, decision making, and that interaction with the patient as well. So new roles within the nurses in the future. So let's think about that and, think about with regards to kind of robotics and moving ahead. Even you can incorporate this when you are doing your week 9 forum discussion and incorporating some of these new ideas of potential jobs for us, right, for nurses. So with artificial intelligence system like Watson wouldn't need physician in the same way, nurses will be equipped with diagnostic and treatment planning tools, can manage patient care, and nurses will not be performing many of the tasks that are presently being done. And we really need to be ready for this, right? It is coming for sure. Once again, if you are working at Cortolucci or if you know of Cortolucci Hospital in Bonn, you will notice that a lot of these automated artificial intelligence have been implemented into the care for the patients and within the hospital, and not just nursing. Okay, so let's move on and focusing on entry